Thank you very much for taking the time, Bhairavi, Tony, and Veeru. And the intent behind all of us coming together is to have a platform to share our journeys, where other young CEOs can benefit from our collective experience. And that's what this entire engagement and conversation is going to be all about. And in this context, I want to make a request to each one of you to have a short, quick 1-minute introduction of yourself so that it will set the context for others who are going to follow this interview later on. So Bhairavi, would you want to start first?
Sure. Hi, I'm Bhairavi. I'm a psychologist. I'm a change maker, and I had a social enterprise called Mithra Trust.
Okay.
In my journey so far, given the fact we're talking about our journey today, in my journey so far, I've been a HR consultant. I've been an intrapreneur where I set up a behavioral health division. I've worked in digital health and technology, and now I'm in the social entrepreneur part of my life.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Very nice. And this is just the beginning, right, Bhairavi?
Absolutely.
Wonderful, wonderful. And Tony, how about yourself?
Yeah, so I started off as a business consultant. I went to Michigan, so I'm representing my colors here in business school. That's where I actually met my wife, Priya, who's related through marriage to Sripriyaa here. And I live in Green Bay, Wisconsin. And back in 2013, I bought a tent rental business. And in 2014, I bought a tent manufacturing business. So we've grown that business over the past 7 years from about 5 employees to just over 50.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Great, Tony. So, and off to you, Veeru, and look forward to hearing from you as well.
Sure. Before I get into my spiel or the boring spiel, Tony, go Wolverines.
Yeah, go blue.
Yeah. My dad is a Ann Arbor, Michigan alum, so I have to say that.
I like you more and more every day.
Anyway, hi guys, I'm Veeru. I actually went to school with Bhairavi, unfortunately for her. And I also studied psychology. And I set up my company, Coromandel Productions, towards the end of 2016. We're a Singapore-based video content and production company. We specialize in telling happy stories. With all the negative news around in the world today, we try and do more human interest, heartwarming and inspiring content. So far, the lights are still on, so it's working well. And we acquired into a business in the UK last year. So yeah, things are going well, trying to impact as many lives as we can through our content.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And I think that's where we got started as well, right, Veeru? So wonderful. A quick intro of myself here, and I'm Sripriyaa, and I've had the pleasure of being a classical Indian dancer for over 25 years. With an MBA to boot, and having experienced the power of emotions through dance, I was quite surprised how little that the power and possibilities of emotions are actually underutilized in leadership. So that was the zeal to tap into the unlimited power of all these emotions that drove me to be an executive coach. Established global coaching lab for about 8 years back, and now being the COO, where I'm driving the vision to empower about 1 million leaders to build a coaching culture within organizations by 2030. So I know it's a little audacious goal, but trying to see how much we can make to ensure that coaching becomes a culture in organizations. So that's where this is all about. And in that context is where we are also setting the young CEO leadership, because that's the future where we need, and it's a responsibility for all of us to collectively empower the future. So in this context, I mean, what we're going to do is to look at, 3 young leaders and entrepreneurs and CEOs themselves, where we're going to look at how we can navigate the arrive, survive, and thrive, the 3 dimensions of a young CEO leader. So in this context, let's just get started, and I'm going to keep the conversation free flowing. And if you have any questions to ask of each other, feel free to. So more than an interview, I would look at it to be a good conversation between us.